Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Skyrim Special Edition. So last time I said we needed to go to Whiterun, but on further consideration, Winterhold would be a better place to go because in all likelihood, if I'm going to level up on anything, it will be a low magic skill. And I need to go to Winterhold anyways and purchase the other Elder Scroll. Uh, so this might actually work very nicely. Uh, I don't have a lot of things I need to sell, but if there's probably a decent, still small amount of things that I could sell. Hopefully nobody's mad at me. Now these people can't be like he can't teach me an enchanting. That's not surprising.
That incident in Morgoth was just a misunderstanding. Spells and incantations for those with the talent to cast them.
This guy, for instance, might very well be able to get me a soul gem. I don't think I need any of these elements. I'll get some expert robes, though. I don't think I've ever seen expert robes and novice robes or apprentice robes and all that. So adept hoods, staff of chain lightning, staff of mage light. Alright, let's see what I can sell. I can sell this bow and let's see. The shield and probably some potions. Resist cold, resist fire, resist magic. I probably should have kept extra magicka, lasting potency. Maybe keep some of this. Health regenerates 100 times faster. Elixir of strength, I don't need 2 of those. Blocking absorbs 25%, don't need that. Frostbite venom, lingering poison, malign lingering poison, not needed. Lockpicking, true shot poison, 25 damage, 100 damage. Below that, fear poison, frenzy poison, magical poison, potent poison of 35. Cure disease, don't need that many. Well, enduring invisibility is better than the other invisibility. Extreme healing 150, extreme magicka, extreme stamina, fortified marksmanship at 101%. What was my other one? Potion of true shot. I thought I wish these things were in the same order. Bows do 40% more damage. We don't need that anymore. Fortified pickpocketing. Fortified smithing. 102% better. Potion of healing. We don't need that. That potion of invisibility for 100 seconds. Magicka. Minor healing. Minor magicka. Minor stamina. Plentiful healing. Plentiful magicka. Regenerate health. Resist fire, I'll hold on to. Resist shock, stamina, ultimate healing, ultimate magicka, ultimate stamina. I probably should hold on to ultimate, some of this magicka, just in case. Skooma, solution of strength, soul husk extract, the white file, not gonna sell that. 50 points of damage, we don't need that. Weakness. Weak lingering poison and weak poison. And then we'll sell the dog food. Why did I not sell the soul? Keep the soul husks. That's an interesting question. Like, just start selling all the petty souls. I'm gonna have plenty of them. Lesser Souls 2 while we're at it. There we go.
All right then.
I'm no fan of the sun.
So, I'm trying to find somebody that can train me in something. Anything at all.
I still need some help, if you can spare the time.
The spile finally wore off.
Exactly as I said it would. Now, are you ready to try again? I am confident it will work this time.
Sure.
This will be worth it. Okay, now don't move at all. Oh my, that isn't right. Just wait. I can fix this. Oh no, that's not it at all. Let me try again. This really isn't turning out the way I'd hoped. I'll get it right this time, I swear.
The camera took away.
There, all better.
Okay.
Well, it all worked out in the end, didn't it?
Let's never speak. It's been a pleasure.
Oh no, it hasn't. Let's be honest. I have a long way to go before I'm ready for the kind of advanced magic I've been attempting. But at least I know where to start now. Thank you. You've been a great help to me.
Okay.
Until next time.
Good to see Skyrim still has such fine people. I can certainly share a bit of what I
Okay.
know.
So he can do alteration menu.
All right.
So let's level up here. And stamina. And I went from 67 to 68 in one perk. I'm thinking, since last recording we did as much as we could as far as enchanting and smithing, maybe we should just go at this point legendary a second time. Like, I need to do more damage on my archery. My light armor here is at 72, and I can make my stamina increase some more. My sneak is at 91. It's going to take a while. My lockpicking is at 43, so I could spend a couple of points to make lockpicking easier after going legendary there. My speech is at 59, and I need it to be at 70 to be an investor again, and 90 to be a fence again, and master trader. See, and I wonder if I went master trader a second time, does that give an extra 1,000 to everybody? Experimenter is what we'll do. So the idea here would be to go legendary with smithing, maybe not legendary with enchanting, and then put those points into something that I may not even have, but I kind of want to do it. So I should legendary skill twice over. We now know that that's the case. And we can do steel smithing, and we can't do anything for a while. If I actually decide to go back and do any more of that, that'll be an interesting thing. So now I can increase my thing. Not my critical shot or anything, but my quick shot comes back, and then the only thing I don't have is bullseye and critical shot 3. My light armor, I need to be at 80 to get the next thing, but I can use a perk here. Sneak, I could, let's see, Assassin's Blade, sneak attacking with daggers, or like, no, nothing there. So Apprentice locks, And maybe I could start putting something into like quick hands and ability to pick lock, able to pick locks without being noticed. I've never even really had that problem. Pickpocket is only at 19, so I can't even go up to the next level. Interesting. Speech. I can. Bribery is now an option. Haggling is now an option for a couple of things. And persuasion is back on the table. We never did have intimidation. Alchemy. Let's see. Potions you mix are poisons you mix are 25% more effective. Should I do that, or should I go down 50% resistance to all poisons? That didn't give me enough perks to dump into any of these magical classes, but it kind of helped. And then the whole enchanting thing is the same issue. Is I'm not going to enchant an item until I get back smithing back up to 100. So go legendary with that again, and then we start to think about, well, we've got 8 things here. Can I make better poisons now and still have 5 items to spend? Like novice solutions. I'm gonna come over here and put like 1 in each of the magical fields, just because like I don't think I can actually do anything with them, but that worked. And now I can do more smithing and more enchanting, which I'm very familiar with doing, and not have to worry about it. Alright, now talk to him. Come on.
I'm always available should you need me, Archmage.
Well, get up out of bed and talk to me.
Like it or not, you are... I can certainly share a bit of what I know.
There we go. So that gets my alteration up to 24.
Take a look.
And I don't think he's really got probably much of anything. I'll take a Master Robes, just in case I don't have any of these. And I don't think I need any of these, nor that. But I can get soul gems from him. And then I am back to selling things. Although I may not even be totally set up to sell things to him. Let's see, emerald and this much and that much and that much and that much, and no, we won't oversell, but we'll sell that, and then we'll sell one of these. There we go.
Until next time. What are you doing that for?
What am I doing what for? So I'm pretty happy with that. We've got something close to ultimate armor and ultimate weapons. Maybe not exactly there, but something close for certain. We just need to come over here and buy the Elder Scroll back from this guy. See how much he wants from it.
Archmage or not, my rules about books still stand.
And it would be funny if he says no.
All this finally came to your senses, huh? Realized what you gave up. Can't say I'm surprised. Tell you what, I'll sell it back to you for 4,000 coins.
I'm the Archmage, it's 2,000 coins.
Oh, very well. I don't know how you expect me to keep this place in order when I can't make a profit.
So I got 2,000 coins from it, and that is that. Now I do have this slight idea that maybe the lexicon that I have carved goes in this Oblivion Gate. I have no real reason why it would, but we can try it while we're here. As if I can find where the thing is. I guess in a funny way, I'm kind of just satisfied with my experience with this game at this to the point where I'm just like, yeah, we've done enough. Let's just wrap it up. Let's see. Here it is. Activate the pedestal. You lack the required item. I have no clue what this is all about. Is there a book or something in this area? Anything at all? See, this must be a Daedric quest of some sort. But I must have missed the note or the book or whatever item there was. Or I may have picked it up and read it or not read it, pretended to read it. And now the game's not helping me one bit. Turns out there's, I think, 12 Daedric quests. Or is it 15? It may be 15. And so that may be one of the 5 that I'm probably not going to get done. Oh well. How are we now on our inventory? We're at 233. We can look at our skills and light armor is 122, which I kind of wish it was higher. I kind of wish my archery was higher as we're approaching the end of the game, but overall everything's working fine. And if we don't bring up 2 menus and look, we've found both of the books and we need to bring them to Dexian. Rising at Dawn is the side quest we found to cure ourselves of being a vampire. Kill the snow bear is nothing. The burglar job is nothing. And then we're still looking for Jazbay things. And we're still looking for this mead and learn the first word of Durama's shout. Durvan's shout. Let's go find something to do that with. So I just want to get out of the city, I guess. We'll run through this city until we're decently out of here, and then we'll cast the shout and bring the dragon from the Soul Cairn, the underworld. Although it's more of a limbo, I would say, for necromancers. And magic shouts, and his name is what you would call summon. Dragon souls are required to unlock that. Alright, fine. Unlock. 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 Equip. So I had 3 Dragon Souls collected already. Not a big issue. But we already have a Summon Dragon spell, so it's kind of pointless to... Is he coming?
This must be that beautiful Skyrim weather I've always heard about.
Why is it not working?
Where'd you come from?
Well, that's odd. That shout doesn't seem to work. Dover, hear my voice and come forth to Sulcon. I summon you in my time of need. And it's like... I don't have enough to do all 3 of them. I can do his first enchant, and I can do his second one. But as the shout cost here is 5,300, where normally it's 15, 20, 45. And then Storm Call is 300. Well, let's try this one. She seems to be getting shocked. Let's clear the skies quickly. Seems to be something. So there's... Don't tell me she's dying over here. Oh, we need to move. She's about to die. Well, forget all that. That was some silliness. And see, there's 8 masked guys, and I have 3 of them right now. And let's just watch Serena refill her health.
Let's get indoors, or in a cave, anywhere, just out of this.
If I don't have her weapon out, she'll charge faster. So then we are now, for some reason that shout didn't work. Like, summoned over girl in Tamriel. Isn't Tamriel all of the world? Find Arvik's skull in the Sulcarn. We missed that one too. I suppose we could come up here and see if it works. Maybe you have to be in the DLC section. But then we're going to have to move the story forward. Now, we kind of agree with Serena's mother that... yeah, this isn't working. I don't know why it just does that. Like I didn't learn the shout or something. Maybe 300's a miss marker. I don't want to do Storm Call again. Everything else uses an incredibly small amount. Call of Valor. Her like 180, 180, 180. And I simply may not have enough magic as it is. Like, what's my magic level? 130? If it actually requires a magic level of 300, yeah, I wouldn't be anywhere close to that. Oh well, I didn't need a dragon to help me anyways. There could be some twist here, though. We could find out that their father... Like, the thing I want to do is find Serena and ask her a few questions. Like, where are you, Serena? Are you behind me? Or are you stuck up here? You're stuck up here. So,
Do you need something?
does it bother you that we're working with your father?
I figured it would be more of an issue for you.
Why would it matter to me? This isn't going to end well, is it?
No, it's probably not. I mean, what do you think my father will do when we bring him the bow?
He'll want to use it.
Of course he will. But at that point, he'll have everything he's ever wanted. He won't need either of us anymore.
You think he'll try to kill
You
us?
have shown yourself to be strong, which means you can't be allowed to just stick around.
She knows
That'll
him
be
better than me.
unnecessary once he has it.
So what do?
I think you know. We both know what's going to have to happen once we find the bow. Keep strong and eyes open. We're on a different path now.
Okay. So she's cool with killing her father because she knows him better than me, and she says he's gonna betray us and try and kill us. And I think we've probably seen that is the way he runs his court. So I would tend to believe her. We have both Elder Scrolls. Let's hand them over and find out what this bow is.
Yes. How may I serve you, my lady?
What do you know about the Elder Scrolls? He's blindfolded
Not as
now.
much as I would like. Even after spending decades of my life in study of the Elder Scrolls, they remain a great mystery to me.
Nobody knows
It's
anything
true
about
for
him.
most of my brothers in the Order as well. We don't really know where the scrolls came from or who wrote them.
Of course not, because that would be too much story for Bethesda to write.
To read the Elder Scrolls. These chosen few can divine events of the past and future within the scrolls, though in time it drives us to blindness. I'm afraid there's not much more to tell. Even today, the Elder Scrolls remain a great enigma.
So if they ever decide to do like a soft reboot on the Elder Scrolls series, which probably wouldn't be terrible because this is Elder Scrolls 5 and you couldn't possibly ask somebody to go back and play even 4 Oblivion without a lot of work. So maybe destroy an Elder Scroll and reset reality. That would be exactly what I would think about
It is our
writing
sacred
it.
duty to study the Elder
Or
Scrolls.
reveal the Elder Scrolls
We
and
read
destroy
these
this
ancient
world.
scrolls of prophecy in order to divine the future, and we use that knowledge to aid the Emperor. Sometimes we venture out into the world in search of more scrolls for our library at the White Gold Tower. That is the very purpose that first brought me to Skyrim.
So if we could get to the other area where the White Gold Tower is, where the Emperor is, which I think is Cyrodiil, there would be a bunch of Elder Scrolls there.
It is the great spire at the heart of the Imperial City, among the tallest towers in all of Tamriel. The lower floors are home to the Imperial Council, and the Order of Moth Priests occupies the middle floors. The tower suffered damage in the recent war with the Aldmeri Dominion, and is not what it once was. I hope one day to see it restored to its former glory.
Poor choice of words, considering you're blind.
I am afraid I won't be able to help you with the scrolls any longer, milady. Please do not be angry with me.
What are you talking about?
I'm afraid in my haste to read the first scroll, I neglected the time I needed to prepare. The failure is purely mine to bear. As you can see from my bandages, it's not that I am unwilling, it's that I am physically unable.
You're blind,
Oh,
obviously.
Please, milady, please forgive me.
I don't suppose that there's a cure for
If only
blindness.
such a miracle existed, I'd overcome the impossible in order to secure it, if it meant pleasing you.
Then we have no further need of you.
Although I would gladly die by your hand, perhaps I could offer an alternative way to read the scrolls.
Go on.
Oh, thank you, milady. Thank you.
Just get to it.
Scattered across Tamriel are secluded locations known only as Ancestor Glades. There's one in Skyrim in the Pine Forest. Performing the ritual of the Ancestor Moth within the glade should provide the answers you seek. It involves carefully removing the bark from a canticle tree, which will in turn attract ancestor moths to you. Once enough of the moths are following, they'll provide you with the second sight needed to decipher the scrolls.
This is weird.
In keeping with tradition, you must use a specific tool in the Ancestor Glade, an implement known as a draw knife. Every moth priest is taught this ritual, but few ever get the chance to perform it. You should consider yourself fortunate if it works for you. From what I saw in the vision, the Elder Scroll which foreshadows the defiance of the gods with the blood of mortals is the key to the prophecy.
Okay. And we have several other things. How's a moth related to the Elder Scrolls? Good question.
Well, as I'm sure you've figured out by now, it's no mere coincidence that we're named Moth Priests. The voice of the Ancestor Moth has always been an integral part of reading the Elder Scrolls.
Moths barely make a sound, let alone speak.
Oh, the moths don't literally read the scrolls, but they maintain a connection to ancient magic that allows the Moth Priests to decipher them.
This is a weird
If you
story.
listen closely when you find the glade, you should be able to hear their song, a soft, harmonious trilling.
I bet it sounds like a ninroot.
Ancestral chorus that the moths tap into a form of primal augur and become a conduit for deciphering the scrolls. By having the ancestor moths close to the moth priest, they can utilize the conduit and share the moth's augury. Only the most resilient of priests can do it this way. It takes years of practice to interpret the harmony.
You know what's really messed up? I just realized they're screwing with the blind guy and giving him human flesh and turning him into a cannibal.
You've come this far, and you've found several Elder Scrolls. Whether you believe it or not, the scrolls have a mind of their own. If they did not want you to find them, they would not allow it. Because of this, I strongly believe you were meant to hear the ancestral chorus. Only one way to find out.
What went wrong?
Deciphering one of the Elder Scrolls is nothing like reading a simple book. There is quite a bit of ritual and concentration required. It can take months or even years to complete a single scroll, and even then, months to recover.
Is it normal for them to go blind?
Sadly, yes. It is the inevitable fate we agree to pursue when reading the Elder Scrolls. It generally does not occur until a moth priest is in his latter years, but in my case, I simply was not preparing myself properly. Fortune smile upon you, my lady.
I hope we reach Ancestor Glade soon.
So, we now need to find the moth priest's knife, which this feels very much like they are forcing me to do extra work. Let's see, this is the book quest, this is the kill the bear quest, this is the deliver 10 cogs quest, this is the thief quest. Place is a little rotated. We need to adjust our perspective. Here it is. Steel Dragon's Mead. Nope. That's not it either. Kill the snow. Where is this knife? Ancestor Glade. I don't even know where Ancestor Glade is. Here it is. Alright, good. So it's all the way down there near Falkreath. So we'll just fast travel there. We didn't have any interaction with her father. Which, okay. I figured we would maybe have to deal with that. Sadly, this DLC is not letting me play as the Vampire Lord. That's really what I wanted to do throughout this whole part. And it just doesn't work. Oh, they're
fan of the sun. It would be better than this.
And they're mad I released that dragon. There's that marker. And that means it's this way. So let's run. And something about the Stormcloak guards. Forces all the Stormcloaks to walk through the front gate when you fast travel. So they're happy about that. They're upset that I released a dragon to accomplish that. Well, let's see. Can I get over this thing? No.
Where'd you come from?
Dawn Guard. Dawn Guard armor, full helmet, Warhammer. I'll take that too. And see, Dawn Guard are fighting the Stormcloaks. Interesting. So apparently the Dawn Guard are not on friendly terms with the guards of the city. Let's see. Run up here. Here we see we're approaching some kind of tower or something that I don't even think is what we're going for. Can we see it? Is it on the other side of this? Is it this? Peak Shades Tower discovered. Then when we look at the map, that's not what we're going for. But we're in the right direction. Spriggan Earth Mother. There is something we can do to increase our alchemy a little bit. Let's see, gold, stamina. But I don't really have a reason to do it right now. Maybe when I get a free second. Let's see. I'm going like right where I'm supposed to be. This Ancestor Glade is right here. So is there a cave that's back this way that gets us into the Ancestor Glade?
like those eyes you got.
Vigilant of
Add
Stindor.
hunger to them.
Is it possible that there's maybe a secret entrance down here on the ground that I missed? I mean, it's possible. Maybe you just have to go up the edge this way. That's also a possibility. That this is yet another one of these areas where you can't reach the place without walking in the right area or cheating the system a lot. And see, we're right here on the edge, and this feels like we're right on the edge. Like the edge of the world can't possibly get up there. And a glade, I think, implies it's like a open air caved section. And here I'm doing deadly techniques to try to get up to it. Like, this just doesn't seem right. It feels almost like this was intended. That this is how they intended you to play Skyrim. And that can't possibly be the truth. But this sometimes works in insane ways. And I just don't know. I hate to say what I'm about to say, but I think Skyrim was released way more buggy than we even realize, and we already have realized that it really is really buggy. But when you start to think, is it even more buggy, or should we consider and count every time we have to fight against a system like this to get up somewhere as its own bug? If we started counting these as bugs, this is just a game design, level design, map design bug. Then yeah, the game is full of bugs, if you count those. And of course, it's completely easy for the creators, Bethesda of the game, Bethesda, to just say, nope, we intended the mountains to be difficult to climb. That's working exactly how we planned. I guess I'm just going to walk around a little bit more. And you really have not any great grounds to argue with them if they say that's how we wanted it. But at a certain point, a video game player can say, well, you may have wanted the game to be impossible to climb up mountains, but as the player, I certainly didn't want that. I am bunny hopping. Turned out there was a path. So after we do this section, we can then get the bow, I suppose. Let's see. I think we just have to climb up a mountain. And yeah, that's the issue here, is there's one very specific path to climb up a mountain. And if you don't see it, if you don't find the starting place, you're not going to make a lot of progress. Ancestor Glade discovered. Hmm. Hmm. Over here. Snow bear pelt to steal. Ice wolf. We'll take the ice wolf pelt. Can't steal that apparently. And so here we go. And what's interesting I see here is that if we take a spin around here, there's some kind of shack that way. There's plenty of things we need to do on these other directions. There's some kind of cave that way, and there's some kind of dragon peak up there. So I imagine that's what we're going to do. And I want to come over here to ingredients now that we can eat items and learn everything, and just quickly go through all of these. So if I have any item that is unknown, like small antlers, I hit A, I eat it, I'm done. Now also this means that I will probably get sick or pick up a disease. So this one, don't know the fourth one, so now we know. This one, I don't know the two middle ones, so now I know. This one, I don't know the last one, now I know. These two, I don't know the second and the fourth one, so I'll eat that one. Pearl, now I know. Now, notice I kind of was only keeping things down to one item, so I could do this. So even though I will know what these items do, they aren't offering me much use if I eat the last one to figure that out. But in theory, this should be moving my alchemy up, or at the very least making it easier for me to make potions, which I think has some value to itself. And some of these items I must have just not had, because if I had them, I would have been able to eat them earlier, because I already had an ability to get the first three abilities. The alchemy perk that allows you to do this comes way too late in the game. It should probably be the second alchemy or the first alchemy perk, because that would make a lot more sense, and it would help do this. So there's this fear, potion of fear. Barit's ashes. Well, I just ate what was probably a unique item. But whatever. And so we've done all of that. Now, there's no potion crafting table or anything like that, so I can't actually make a potion. Or I can, however, save myself some hassle and come over here and take the potion of cure disease and cure myself. And my companion's not showing up, so to the ancestor glade. And I didn't think they would show up, but nor am I certain that time even occurs when you, like, when you pause. Like, we see the wind going. When you pause, it doesn't seem like the wind is going. When you do this, it doesn't seem like the wind's going. So I imagine the entire game engine.
Not very impressive, is it? If this ends up being a wasted trip, your friend Dexy and I are gonna have some words when we get back.
So mean. See, I really do want to like Serena, but her vampire-ness too, I think, has a tendency to make her maybe a little aggressive and a little mean. spirited, a little soulless, as would be appropriate for a vampire. But I think I could forgive that and still keep her for Balua. I'd love some Jazzbay stuff. So let's ask this question. Can I harvest the moss? Doesn't seem like it. If my cursor is just missing them, I don't know. That they seem to also kind of pop in and pop out. Doesn't seem like there's any monsters or anything here. Alright, so down this way we go. It is a draw knife. Gather the bark from the trees. Alright. It's a knife that you draw things towards you. They attract moth people. 07. The Japanese have this Zen philosophy, and they make wood planers where you pull them towards you instead of pushing them away, which is kind of unique. So I'm just gotta, I suppose, find the other moss swarms, and I can jump and they'll follow me. Another moss swarm over here. So, like the puzzle where you had to find the moonstones, this is definitely unique. We haven't seen anything like this in Skyrim before. But it is also kind of just a hassle. It's just wander around from place to place looking for swarms of moth that you would think would be easier to find, and yet somehow are proving to be a little bit difficult, or time consuming might be the better way to say it. It's not difficult to wander around picking flowers and stuff. Let's see. And do I even know which Elder Scrolls he told me to read? He said the one dealing with the humans, I thought. But I'm not sure which one that was. 6. Kind of feels like the game is intentionally pushing me towards going in a circle here. Enter the column of light and read the Elder Scroll Blood. Okay. Easy enough. Which I think Elder Scroll Blood was the one we just got from the mother, if I was to guess. Okay, can we just jump down here? Save ourselves some time. Yes. I saw another group of moss over there. Like, just in case I want to get some more. We're in the column of light. How do we want to do this? Let's do it right here. Item, select books. We have 3 Elder Scrolls. Blood, Dragon, Sun. Which is interesting because there was a game called Blood Dragon, but I think it came out after this. But there was a movie called Blood Dragon that came out way before this, so that's probably where it comes from, if anything. And if anything is to be taken from those names. And all I see is a bunch of indecipherable scrollings and scragglings. It's starting to look like maybe a map, but he reads it multiple times, or my character does. And then I see a symbol in the lower left hand. Speak to Serena. Like I got some information from that? Whatever. Where's Serena? Oh, Serena! Where have you gone? Let's just make our way towards the exit. She'll probably show up either near the exit or... She's not following me. Following behind me. That's for sure. We've got all these guys. And they're just behind this gate. Is there any... Like, I could kill these guys, that's no problem. And I think I may have to. It's a solid door. At least it is for me. Well, maybe you have to get a little bit further back to it. Well, this is weird. Is there some other way out of this place? Is the game glitched? It's like this gate just says something. Let's see, I can't just fast travel, can I? Can't fast travel when enemies are nearby. There's no chain or anything, right? Can't fast travel from this location. Is there anything over there? Did I read the wrong book? No, I read from the Book of Blood. That's the book it told me to read from. And it figured out that I had read from the Book of Blood, and it was fine with it. So I honestly don't feel like I did something wrong. I just think maybe the game is glitched. This would be very strange here. We're approaching the very end of the very end of this series. We're doing the DLC. We've got one more DLC after this, but to hit a game-breaking, just like cannot succeed, cannot move forward bug would be kind of ironically appropriate, since we've seen, well, we really haven't seen enough bugs in Skyrim. We've seen that it's buggy, but we haven't had anything totally break. This game bends more than it breaks, I would say. Yeah, unless I'm supposed to put the knife back. This is ridiculous. There she is.
Are you okay? Almost thought I lost you there. You went as white as the snow.
That felt strange.
I could see it in your eyes. You looked about 1,000 leagues away.
So you have to talk to her.
Do you know where we can find it?
It's in a place called the Darkfall Cave.
It's almost over. We can finally rewrite the prophecy as we see fit. Where is this Darkfall Cave?
So the scrolls gave me its exact location. Is she gonna betray me here in a second?
Then let's get going. I want to get there before my father has a chance to track us down.
So it literally was her that was... What do you know about the bow?
Not much. If you read any history, it shows up from time to time, but it's a hard thing to track. As far as I know, though, it's never been held by a vampire. That would be a new one. Ariel is one of the elven gods. He's with the rest of them in Aetherius. The way I've heard it, the sun represents the connection from our world to theirs. Supposedly, the bow draws its energy from the sun itself, which is why it shows up in that prophecy. And that part, I don't know. Once we have it, hopefully it'll be obvious.
My guess is it does fire damage like crazy. Gold lockpick, moonstone. Do I have heavy armor? Maybe I don't have the light armor. So that was definitely weird that it put up a doorway and stopped us there. I don't know why that would have been the case. Were they teasing that she was going to betray you and then not, or what? Unless I walk out here and it turns out she was slowing me down for some reason.
Let's get indoors, or in a cave, anywhere.
So we set this one here, and then we can figure out where we're supposed to go, where this Darkfall Cave is. Which isn't there. And isn't there. Oh. It is in this cave where we've already been, so we can just fast travel right there. So that'll be easy enough. and then we got one more quest done, and I feel happy with our progress. And here, we've started down a path of maybe giving spell points, perks to the magic things. Alchemy is at 90 and has almost every perk unlocked. I don't think I'd ever go legendary on alchemy. Speech is at 60, legendary 1. Lockpicking's at 43, legendary 1. Sneak is at 91. Maybe I'd go legendary on sneak, but I doubt it. Archery is at 82. The one thing I could go legendary on archery a second time, because if I did that and just made a dragonstone sword, dragonbone sword, any long sword with a two-handed attack would be at 93, and I could easily use it for a long time. And then there's no great reason why not to go legendary again there after a while. That was the original plan, but we never got around to it, frankly. Heavy armor, I need to put some heavy armor on, get it to 100 and go legendary, because these perks that are here could be placed into something more useful. But also, to get up to these levels and get the perks would mean I would have to level up my character above 68, and I'm not sure we're really going much above 70. If we're making decent progress here with the Dawn Guard storyline, and then it's just the Dragonborn storyline, and if that doesn't take that much time either, like this one doesn't seem like it's taking up that much time, maybe 5-10 hours here it seems, then we're just going to be done with Skyrim. Anyways, we are done with this recording for sure. That's going to be it for this one. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, and click the bell next to it to get notifications. If you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.